It should be audible now. Just let me know if it is okay. If you can hear me now. So check again. I have updated. I have changed my settings now. It was I was using the wrong mic before, but now it should be okay. So it should be okay. Just let me know once. Is it okay now? Let me know. Okay, we are good to go. So I have to upload some images. Let me show images now. So these are the images that we are going to use. So these are students working at Code and they are learning something. So these are images that we want to upload in our website. But if you look at them, they are of 7.05 MB, which we don't want. Okay, let's do this afterwards. Now let's complete the header section that we started yesterday. Okay, you know where to go, right? We have to go to Oxygen in templates. You can see we have main template. In main template, we have to go and edit this with Oxygen. Okay, now you can see the one thing that I did yesterday without you guys noticing was I added a scroll here. No, not that. You can see we can scroll this, but on the front end you won't see this. On mobile you will see it as like very sleek one, which looks very, you won't even notice that there is a scroll bar there. So as the window becomes smaller, so you can see, you can notice a scroll bar here. So you can scroll the content using your mouse. Got it? So that I did that yesterday without telling you about it anything. Now I will tell you what I have done yesterday. So we have to make sure we're at 768. So that's like the mobile resolution that we are working on. So to do that, we have to go to advanced. In layout, you can see overflow says scroll. So if there is any overflow, when I'm saying overflow, let me tell you what's happening there. So sometimes I will change the display settings in the section because I am trying to draw. So when I'm trying to draw, so I have to duplicate this so I can do that properly. So here, like if you consider like this is a window, like, sorry, this is very bad. Okay, imagine this is our mobile phone. Okay, this is our mobile phone. Here we have a notch, and here we have the brand name. That is Nokia. So let's say this is our browser. So we have the address bar here, and we have the number of tabs here. Okay, now let's say we have images here, and we have like so many images like this. And sometimes if we have 5 images, it will be after the viewport. So viewport is nothing but how much you can see. So there will be some elements which will be beyond the viewport. What happens in that case is this entire viewport will increase and you will get a horizontal scroll here. So you will get some options to scroll. So that happens when you enable, like this is called overflowing. This entire phenomenon is called overflowing because the content is flowing outside the viewport. That is called overflowing. So that is overflow. So in Oxygen, we have 3 overflow options which is visible. So you can see at the bottom, you see there is a scroll. So that is because we are making the overflow as visible. And if you hide it, there will be no scroll at the bottom, but the additional content which is overflowing will be hidden. And if you make it scroll, like if you make overflow as scroll, you will get a scroll bar right next to the content, so you can scroll it. So in some cases, when you make it, so you understand right now, there are three options for overflow. So one is hidden, one is scroll, one is visible. So visible and hidden are not suitable for our case. We will enable scroll and make these elements scrollable right here. Okay, so when you go back to our website right now, and if we just resize the website to a smaller screen, you can see we can scroll this. So that is what we are doing. We have enabled it to scroll. The overflow will be scrolling, and that's what we want. And that's how we achieve this effect. It does not look like this on the front end. Like it will be like a very small scroll on our mobiles. So I hope it was clear. Okay, let me get back to the normal display settings. Were you able to see what I was doing there? Was the screen visible and everything? Was it clear? Do let me know, because I think I made a mistake somewhere. If you are not able to see anything, just let me know. I will do it again. Or wait, give me 2 minutes. I will just check it on the stream. What happened? Able to see anything? Hope it was clear. Okay. It was fine. Back to the normal display settings. Hidden are not suitable for our case. We will enable scroll and make these elements scroll. Okay, we can use scroll for many effects and it looks very good. So here we use scroll to achieve this effect. So what we will do, like the content is already like very packed and we don't need this menu items right now. So what we will do is we will make changes accordingly. So whatever the website content we need, we will add all those in our website today. And one more important thing that one very good benefit of joining this is like I am going to design a real website. This is not going to be just like a throwaway website which I can do stupid stuff and not care about performance or adding unoptimized images or things like that. This will be used on a real business, so people are going to visit this business and they will do something on this one. We will also add a contact form plugin and so much other stuff. Now let's go ahead and add what items do we need. So instead of sign in, we are going to have enroll now and why attend. So instead of why attend, about what skill account. Coming testimonials. Benefits. Let's also make this enroll now. So those are the things that we will need. So this is our menu item. Now let's try to see how it looks on 992. It's looking fine, but they are so tightly packed. What we will do is we will create a CSS class. So the benefit of CSS class is we can reuse the same property. Let's call it tab. T is for tab and text is for tab on text. Here what I will do, tab text. So this is for tab. We need to decrease the resolution, like the font size a little bit. So we are going to add that class the tab text, and we are going to reduce the font size a little bit. So this looks good. Now what we will do is we will go to every element and we also will also add the same tab text. So it automatically decreases the font size. So this is an easy way to do it instead of going to every element and adding the same styling again. So this is like a very easy way to do that. So this does not look as bad as the previous one. This is looking a little bit better. I got a suggestion, like instead of using the dark background, like it's way too dark. So instead of that, so I was suggested to add a different color. Let me show you what color it is. So like we have been using global colors. The benefit of global colors is what you will see now. So the client has given me a different background color, like instead of using the full dark, like FFF black color, we are going to use a different one. Let me show you. Like to change it globally, we have to go to settings, and in global setting you can see colors. And in global colors, this is the color. This is the color that we are right now using. So instead of that, the client has suggested me to use IE293B. So it is not the black color that we initially used, but this one is looking okay. But you see that this has not changed because we have to generate the CSS cache. So we will go ahead and do that. Oxygen. Let's go to settings, and in settings you will see like it's already saying oxygen knows that you have changed something, that we did something stupid. So let's save this page. Let's reload this or just close that. Now let's generate the CSS cache. So the CSS cache has generated. Now the whatever the new color change that we have implemented, we will see that on the front end. Now let's go to templates. Let's open our main template again. And now we can see that the header would be in a different color than the previous one because we have changed the global color, and also we have generated the CSS cache. See that we have a different global color now. It is not FFF. It is a bit different. So that's the benefit of using global colors instead of typing it everywhere. So it's like a very great thing. It's like incredible thing to be. Okay, so we have done that change there. So we have completed. Okay, we have completed for tablet, but we have to also take care of the mobile. Like this one is not okay. So we have something like, let's say we will add mobile text. So in mobile text, what we will do is we will make it even a little bit smaller maybe. Also you can see that, okay, one minute, I want to see what was the tab text was 14. So definitely we need to have something smaller than that. Let's say it's 13. Okay, I'm changing tab text here. So you can see the tab text at this resolution it is 14, and at 768 it is at 13, so it's completely fine. Let's make it 12, little bit smaller, and let's also have some margin to the right because they are so close to each other. Let's add some margin like 4 40. It's not working. Okay, let's do this, and let's try this once again. Let's add the margin to be 20. You can see the margin is working fine in this element. So let's create a class called M5, which is margin 5. Let's add that. So in that we will add margin of 5, maybe like even 10. So margin 10 is what we want. So to apply the margin everywhere, we just have to type M5. Then we can see margin being applied. Did it apply? Did it like really work or something? It's not working. Nothing is happening here, and there is also nothing here. Why? So I think I have did something here. So that's the problem. Like yesterday, I was in a hurry to arrange everything properly. So what I have done, the mistake that I have done is in every link element like this one, there is some spacing to the right. So if the ID is taking a different style, the problem would be the other element will, like, even though you use a CSS class, the ID styles will always override the ID class. Like, let me say that again. I'm like not able to understand what I'm saying here. So the mistake I have done, is I have added ID, like the ID is there by default. ID classes, the styling for that ID I have added yesterday. The margin right is 10 pixels, which I don't want now. But if I want to delete it, I have to go to each element and delete it one by one. That's what I did. That's what I did now. Now what we have here, we have M5, which is margin 5. Let's make it 12. So you can see like margin 5 is working now. It did not work earlier. And let's go to upcoming, and let's also add margin 5 here. So there is margin 5 for it. Let's go to text link 3, this one text link 12, and let's also add margin 5 for that. What's up? Let's add M5. So margin is 12. Now let's for this. You can see like it's automatically adding the margin for everything. So we have M5 here. We have M5 here. We don't need margin for the last element, so let's delete this. You can see that we have added margin for each and everything. So one question that we have here is Abhijit Chaudhary is asking, don't delete the videos after live streaming. Abhijit, we won't necessarily delete the videos, but they might be unlisted from Code9 channel. I'm not sure what will happen in the future. So what I would suggest you is to go to learnwp.code9.com/6 days of oxygen learning and enroll at the bottom. Okay. And also you can see the previous day's live sessions at the bottom. So just click on this link and they will open on the new tab, and keep watching them. After this is done, I will add the 5th day link there. So make sure you are enrolled in this. So in that way you will get all the links. So even when they get unlisted, even when we unlist them, you can still access them. Okay, we have added padding, and let's see how it looks now. So this is how it will look on the mobile screens. Just open the link on your, like I'm pasting the same link on the YouTube chat. Just check it how it's looking. So I'm expecting it to look a lot better on the mobile device now, because we have added some padding for in between elements and stuff. Got it? Like that's what we are doing. We added some padding in between elements. margin in between elements, so it should look a little bit better. Okay, so we have a logo here. Okay, we have created the header. Now let's create the footer. What is the website that we were looking at yesterday? It's ultrahack.org. So we are taking inspiration from this. So at the bottom, you can see they have a clean footer with just 3 divs. Okay, let me draw this again. So this is what we have. We have three divs inside a section. This is a center aligned. These are just simple text links. This is like 4 footer elements, and this is a social. These are like social icons. Okay, let me try to draw. So this is the footer that we have here. So let me draw. It's a little bit difficult when I'm using 2 screens. So this is the footer. So this is a section, and we have 3 divs inside it. You can see like it's like the same thing here. Like this is like 3 divs here. This is 1 div, this is 1 div, and this is another div. So you can see that there is a different hover effect here. So when you hover over a link, so the background changes and also the text color changes. It's very easy to implement, but it's like we should know what's happening there. It's pretty good looking, and I think we can do that pretty fast. So this is like here you can see. Okay, let me erase this once because it's looking not how it's looking on the website. So I deleted it because both of them were looking very different when you compare it with the original or our inspiration website. So this is text which is center aligned. So this is a div. This is a div. This is a div, and this is a section. And you can, if you see, all these elements are like spaced, and there is some space to the right, and there is some space in the middle. So if we have covered flexbox before, you would like easily said like what's the spacing between that, but now nothing has happened. Let's look at space around CSS Flex. So it will give us, like always go with MDN, Mozilla Developer Network. We will be able to understand things better. So like when we are trying to justify content, there are 5 properties. So space between is this. You can see there is space between these 2 elements, and when there is space around, you can see that there is space at the beginning and space at the ending, and also there is space in the middle. And space evenly is trying to do even spacing between like this. The beginning and the ending space will be the same as the space between elements. So we don't have space evenly in Oxygen. So we just have space between and space around. In this, we will use space around. That's what we have previously used yesterday. And even today, we are going to use space around. Now let's go back. So we can understand what we are going to do. We are going to create a section with the 3 divs. And these are like 2 text elements. Let's call it P and P. And these are like text links. I think there are 5 text links. If first thing we have to create 1 text link, then we have to duplicate it. These are like, this is center, and this content is center aligned. Here we have social icons here. So this is the structure that we have at the bottom. If we break our structure into HTML elements, then it will be so easy when we are working with Oxygen. That's what I always do. Normally I draw it on a piece of paper, but it's not possible. I cannot show you if I draw it on a piece of paper. The only problem doing this is like it looks very ugly. Like if someone just joined now, it will look like I'm drawing things with my leg or something. So what I was pointing at was, if whatever the design that you have, convert it into HTML elements like this. So we know this is a section. There are 3 divs and they will be spaced. They will be spaced around. So I think it's very clear now. Let's get started. So we will start doing it now. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, let's go to our global design. And what we have to do is, we have added inner content. Now we have to add a footer. So let's add a section first. And as soon as your section you are, and as soon as you add a section, make sure that you rename it. So that is footer. Have a footer here. We have section. You know what we need to do is, right? We need to add div and select this, and let's duplicate it, and let's again duplicate that. Now we have 3 divs. Okay, one important thing is, so in this, the elements are one beside the other. We can see the same thing in here. There are like one below the another. That is what we get default. But what we need is, we need to put them one beside the other. We got that. And in horizontal alignment, we have to do the space around. So if we choose space around, then they are evenly spaced. See, like, it's so easy. Like, auction builder is the easiest thing in the world. Not true? Like, I'm just getting there. So let's put our global color as black. It's what happened. Okay, the global color is, this one is different from this one, but I thought the header has changed, but it did not. So what's happening? Okay, let's save this and let's open it on the front end, and let's reload this and see. It's still the black color, but this one is a different one. Okay, what's happening here? So this is getting its global color from here. We are still in the main template, so it has to change, but it's not changing. But it has to change. Like, everything is good, everything is properly done. Even like the global color is this one. So we got our global footer structure sorted. Now what we have to do is, we have to add, we know what we have to add. We have to add a div in which there will be 2 p tags. Okay, let me delete this entire thing. Okay, what I will do, like, I will let it be, or I will make this a little bit smaller, and I will draw that neatly now. So I will try to draw that really neat, so we can refer to that whenever we want. So let me get one pen. So this is, let's say this is the entire footer. We have a div inside that, and inside that we have a p. Inside that we have a p tag, and we have another div, and this is a section. In that we have text link. We have another text link. Like that, we have 5 text links. So this is another div, and also there is another div which has social icons in it. So they are centered, so they are like equally spaced on both the sides. This is the structure that we are going for. Now we know what we are doing. Let's add that. So in the first div, we have to add 2 p tags. So let's call it, again, as I said, we need to rename them properly, so we don't do any silly things. Like, if when we are trying to get back here, it will be very easy. Like, if you're trying to change some things in the menu later, you don't have to go to each and every element and understand what it is doing. So it's very easy. Let's call this, what do we have here? Rights, copyrights, copyright. Middle is quick links, and this div is social social profiles maybe. So in this we have to add two p tags. Let's add one p tag for, okay, it's called text in this, so we add one text element. And now let's, first we have to change the the text property here. So right now you can see the default text color that we are going for is white, and let's, in that what we have to add is, this is all rights reserved. Okay, 2020 Codeman initiative. So is that even the right spelling? Let's look at it. So it's the right spelling. I just keep on checking if I'm writing the right spelling or not, because I'm not too confident with my spellings. So let's duplicate this, and what we will do is we will add another text, all rights reserved. So this looks fine. That does not look great, but we are not going to launch it right now. In this div we need to have 5 text links. So the text link have a very specific hover effect or hover effect, whatever you want to call it. So it's normal, but whenever you hover over it, it changes the color. So first let's add a text link. So to add a text link, you always, to add any element, you first have to click on plus add. So it opens this pop-up. In that you can search for text link. So you get the text link. But by default, you can see that it is blue in color, but we want it to be initially white. And when we hover over it, we want it to be darker. And again, when we hover over it, we want the background color to be, let's check. It's white. It's white. So let's just check it once. You can see that's working, but we need to increase the padding a little bit, because that's how it is there. Apply all. So if you go to original and hover over it, you can see that when you hover over it, it changes, the behavior of that element changes. Let's write some random stuff here. One is about us. Now if we have created one, we just have to duplicate it. About us, blogs, benefits, this one I know. What is this? This is like enroll now. And the last one is testimonials. Okay, but you can see like there is some unevenness. So by default, the elements are aligned to the top. What we have to do is select the parent and choose the parent, and vertical alignment should be middle. So now everything is like centered properly. Now it looks a little bit better. I will take a couple of minutes to welcome people. Tech Hub, welcome. Mohammad Arshad, thanks a lot for coming today also. It means a lot. And Abhijit Chowdhury, I see that you're new here. Thanks a lot for coming. Sujana and Avinash, thanks a lot for joining every day. Okay, that's it. I just drank some water. That's why I took the break. And now we have to add social profiles here. So for that, Oxygen ships several components again. I'm trying to add social icons here. To add social icons, go to the left side and click on plus add. There you will get a search bar. You can just type the icon, whatever the icon that you need. I'm looking for social icons. So I got social icons here. Again, if you see here, this behavior is the same as this one, right? But here what we have done is we have uselessly created styling for the div itself, like the ID itself. So Oxygen gives a very great feature where we can copy styles from IDs to CSS classes, and from CSS classes we can do that to IDs. So let me create a ID and let's call it hover effect 1, and let's type on enter. So we are not going to add anything to that, but what we will do is we will you can see that there are options here which says delete all styles from the selector and copy styles to another selector. You are going to select that and you will select hover effect 1. So now if you see, hover effect has all the styles we used to have in link text 37. So let's delete this. We don't need styles for that, but still you can see it has the same hover effect. I made a mistake accidentally, but you can also learn from this. What we will do is we will delete the styles for these elements. Let's delete the styling for all the elements here. We are deleting the styles from the ID so we can add the styling with CSS class. So let's delete this styling too. So when you delete that, you can see that it is converting into the blue text, which we don't like. Obviously, we don't like that. Now what we have to do is we have to add a CSS class, which we just created. It is called hover effect 1. Now you can see what's happening. So when you add hover effect, the benefit is, let me show you what the benefit is. So it's the hover effect. So let's go here, and for social icons also let's add hover effect. See, this is not ideal. This, like, social icons, they are very bad. What we can do is add individual elements here, because we need to have individual element icon, like styling for individual element. So let's add each element one after the another. The social icon, the face, let's look at what they have. Like, we need Facebook. Maybe in font awesome we have Facebook icon. Yes, we do have in so font awesome. So we want this. Now let's, okay, just add hover effect 1 in this itself. Now you can see, like, we are getting that styling stuff. We can just put what has happened. Okay, you can see what mistake I have done. I'm still using the class. So you should not use class when you are changing a single element. So right now we have a background which is called circle, I think. Wait, let's select this and let's just keep nothing here. So this is like very bad. This is not supposed to happen. We don't want it to be circular. We don't want anything. Let's have none. Come on. The icons are not working as we want them to. Let's look at which icons they are having. Okay, let it be. We will add simple icons and just we will leave things for later. Let's add another icon, Instagram icon maybe. Record what? Okay. Instead of adding a new element, I just, come on. I can definitely do better than this. So we have font Facebook icon. Let's add one more icon and just be done with this thing. Let's duplicate this. Let's paste it as YouTube. So that's all we want. Again, we don't like how things are stacked one below the other. Like here, we want them to stack one beside the other. So, and they are like too big. We don't want that big. So we will just make it 42 maybe. 42 looks fine. 42. And we just added a margin class, remember? Margin 5. It's doing nothing. Why it's doing nothing? I think it only adds padding after it's adding padding after 768. So we designed it that way. So let's let it be. Let's add normal padding margin here. Let's add 12 as the margin, and also let's add 12 margin again. So this looks fine, but I think the font is like too small at the for the mobile or any other device. I think the font is too small. Let's just check that. Just open it on your mobile and tell me how small or big it is. Guys, open it on your mobiles. We both can see it and check it. Like, tell me how small or okay. On mobile, it's so bad that you shouldn't open it now. Let's see. Let's see how the mobile, like the footer, is looking on mobiles. So here, I think it's fine, but maybe not. Let's also let's go to footer and let's stack them one below the other now. So we stack them, but elements need to be centered properly. So this div, we need to center elements in this. And also this div, we also need to center this. So to center anything, first thing you have to make sure you are selecting the right parent component. I want to select all the links here. So I am selecting the quick links. Now let's go to layout, make sure it is on display flex, and use align content as center. So now they are like spaced, they are center aligned. So that's what I wanted to say, they're center aligned. But you can see the padding is so bad. So let's add some padding. So let's add it. Oh, we don't need that. Let's add a padding, not a padding, the margin. Let's add a margin of 20 pixels. And also for this, let's add a margin of bottom 20 pixels. So that's, I think it's looking not great, but it's looking fine. Let's see how much top on mod. Let's add 40 padding for the container top pad. Now let's reload the page and see how it's looking on the mobile. Okay, you go, guys, you go now and check how it is looking on, how the footer is looking on the mobile, and tell me if it is big or small or what's happening with it. So I don't think the new black color is good. It's like dull. It doesn't have the same character as the previous one. And also I think the mobile text icons, like mobile text, is also too small. So I will make it a little bit large now. You know how to do it, right? You go here, you come here, and have tab text, or if we open this, we have tab text, which is 12. Let's make it 13. That would do. That's what I'm assuming it to do. This looks good. Yes, yes, yes. It's good. Okay, we have added a nice looking header and footer. We are done here. Now I think I got why it's not looking that good. Did you guess it? The reason is the font. The font is not the right font. So we are going to use Roboto Mono. Which font did we select? Roboto Mono. So we are going to use Roboto Mono for everything at the footer too, and it will start looking like how we wanted it in the first place. Again, let's do the same thing. The font, instead of text Roboto, we want display Roboto Mono, and this one we have to do display Roboto Mono. I think it's looking better now. And let me change the global color back to black because I don't like the new. See, this has so much color character in it. Now what we have to do is we have to regenerate the CSS cache because we have changed the global color. But let it be for some time. Now we have successfully designed a header and a footer for our website. It definitely took two classes, which I absolutely did not expect. But I think that's how it will be. Okay. We still have 20 minutes more to go. Okay, we will go to admin and we have to create the content for this one. Now it is asking for us to regenerate the CSS cache. Let's click on generate CSS cache. Let me show you something very important. Let me show you how I use, like how I optimize images. So, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. So this is very important if you are optimizing images. Let me add a banner and let me create. So today we will see how I normally optimize images for the client websites, because image optimization is one of very crucial things that we have to take care of it a lot. So we definitely have already got our images from designers and the people involved in the company. So what we need to do, no. Images for the website, this is what we need. So you can, I already show you this. I have already shown you this, that these images are huge, but we don't need that. But one thing you have to keep an eye on is the resolution. So the dimensions are, so the dimensions that we have for the images. Okay, I'm taking this image to the top, you cannot see, but I can still see it. So that image, the skeleton image that we have here, so this is the image that we have. It does look pretty small, but it's like very big. Let me tell you the actual resolution for what the actual resolution for the images. So the image is more like in this size. So it has 7,321 into 1186. This is the image resolution that we are working with. So what we have to keep in mind is we have to keep this ratio as the same. So let me tell you where we can go. We can go like 732 into 118 is like the 10th part. Original divided by 10 is this one. So we can make this resolution as 732 into 118 or even 119. So that will keep the same dimension. So this become like something like very small like this, but it will keep the same width and height. So if the image resolution or the dimensions stay correct, then the image will not look stretched or elongated or wide than normal. So when we are trying to optimize an image, it will ask you for the height, and for the length. So then this is the width. So when you are optimizing, it will ask you for the width and the height. So then you have to enter this 732 into 119. Let me show you in real time. So there are a couple of tools that I use. Let me show you. So this is an image editor and this is an image resizer. We have to use the image resizer here. Resize image.net, and let's upload the image that we got. This is not the image that we need, but this is one. Let's select the image. We have selected the image. It will show you what the properties of the image are. Right now you can see it's like 7321 into 1186. We are going to keep the aspect ratio, but we can manually select, or we can just decrease this. This will automatically keep the aspect ratio. So in some tools it will not give you an option to keep the aspect ratio. So we were thinking of going till 10. So 10% is 732 into 119. So that's what we came up with. Okay, now I think this is good. You can also go ahead and compress the image and stuff, but I think after we make it like only 10%, it should be fine. Now let's resize the image. When you resize it, they will tell you like how big the image is, and also you can view it on the front page. So this is how it will look like. It is way better quality than what we need for the logos. So this is like pretty incredible. Like this compresses the image. Also, like initially it was 280 KB, but right now we are just at what, 21 KB. Like we can even go further, and we can have a lossy compression. Like compression is like not only changing the resolutions, but also like decreasing some quality. So let it be. We don't want any compression for this tutorial. Maybe we will do that in the, let's try this. It was 21 KB before. Let's see how much it is now. Fair, it's not okay. Let it be. Like I think we are putting so much stress there. We like this. Now what we will do, we will download the image. That is very good to go. That is optimized. Let's just call it Skeleton logo, which is pretty dope. So what we will do is we will go to media, and let's add a new media, and we will upload our logo here. So it is uploaded and it is done. Now we will add this in our header. Where can we add something to our header? So the place that we can do is we go to Oxygen, and in settings, so you can see, no, not settings, we have to go to the templates. I was distracted by the compliment that Mohammed gave me. He's asking me, let me share it with you. He's asking me to give my bookmarks backup. Like he is saying that there's so many things that I might copy some of them. So I was like distracted by that thing. So I was just still thinking about it when I was doing this stuff. Okay, right now we have just enough time to add the new header and see how it is looking on the front end and also on our mobile. Again, we have to decrease the resolution of that in our mobile. Now what we will do is, instead of a heading, we have to add a image. To add an image, click on add and type image. So if you are not able to find the right thing, you just have to go through one by one. Section, no. Div, no. Columns, no. Here you can see it is the image. So here comes the image. So it is taking a lot of space, and our skeleton and our enroll now button friends, our old buddies, have left the screen. Now we have to, either you can choose the media library. The benefit with this is it will try to automatically adjust something. The resolutions will automatically try to get adjusted. So here this is the skeleton logo that we have right now, and if we go to less than like this. You can see it's not decreasing, which is sad. Again, don't worry, we can just easily modify it. Now we don't need the skeleton title text which we added. We don't need that. Let's get rid of that. Now we have a clean looking logo. Again, let's, instead of image, let's rename it to logo image. Let's click enter. Now let's just, instead of media query, just keep it as URL. Then we will be able to change the width and height. Now let's browse and let's select the logo. You can see it's so big. Oh my god, it's so big. But don't worry. What we have to do is we just have to enter something here. Like it 50%, it's too big. Let's say 20% or maybe 29%. 29% is good enough for me. We have to, again, you, like if we are making it too small, if I make it 10%, you can see it's going to the top because the content is not center aligned. The parent content, which is the top menu, the content is not vertically aligned. Now we have vertically aligned, you can see it is centered. Now let's go ahead and let's make it 29%. It's looking good. Let's see how it is looking on other screens. This is okay. 992 is still okay. Maybe we can make it a little bit bigger. So previously it was 29%. Let's make it 40%. Maybe 30 will do. 30 I think will do. And let's go to 768. It's too small. We want it to be a little bit bigger. So let's make it 50%. Yes, 50 looks good. Now let's go to 480. I think we can do some things here and make this one look a little bit like this is making so much of big statements than it can make. Like it's looking bigger than the logo itself, which we don't want. So we are decreasing its importance little bit, just a little bit. Okay, this looks good now. Now take your mobile phones and check it once again. Again, that's the task for you. You have to check, open the mobile phone and tell me how it is looking. For me, I think like it's looking fine, but I think I have a small problem with how much padding that I have added here. So I think 20 is becoming 20 on desktop is fine, but even on mobiles, I think I kept the same. Maybe I can just make it 0, then it will be fine. So yes, that was a problem previously. Now I think everything looks fine. Just open it once and see if the skeleton logo and enroll and everything is looking fine. So we have added a global header, a global footer. Tomorrow we will add, design the middle page, like actual content using Oxygen Builder. It will take more time because there is so much of missing. So there will be so much of hit and misses because that's how it will be in most cases. Again, let me know how the session was. Thanks a lot for joining, everyone. Where are we? Drop some comments. Whoever is here, let me know who is here. I see Mohammed is here. Still, I'm expecting that you are here, brother. Thanks a lot for coming even the second day. We have optimized images. So I will remove that banner. So we still have Mohammed, we still have Tech Hub. Thanks a lot for joining. So this is the end of today's session. So tomorrow we will design the content with the Oxygen and add some content inside this. And I think that would be the end of our, maybe I'm thinking of adding some custom post types and stuff, but maybe we will not have enough time for all of that. We definitely have designed a custom post with us. Like we have custom post in our website. Hmm. We have some. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe I can just increase the font weight for it. I don't know why it's not changing. Maybe what CSS classes do we have? We don't have any CSS classes. But I think that's how Roboto is. I don't think Roboto Mono has any font weights or anything. So that's the problem with the font we selected. So there is nothing. So let me show you the suggestion that Mohammed has added. If we can add bold, if we can bold the enroll now text, it will be looking on the red background. Yes, that's definitely a good suggestion. But let's change the font family to Roboto, and let's bold this now. You can see we can bold that, but I think Roboto Mono does not have any font weights or stuff. I think okay, there is one little thing that we already added. Another suggestion is to add some letter spacing. We'll do that. Doing that now. Letter spacing. Let's make it 1.1. Nice man, nice. You're very good at this. Thank you. This looks better now. It's taking so much space, and it is like creating. Yep, 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 yep. Let me show you one thing, one last thing which I think we can spare some time for is like menu, which is navigation, is the most important aspect of a website. So whenever you do that, like we always have to keep them sticky. That's what I believe in. So the secondary menu is the most important thing. What I will do is I will add it sticky, but oxygen, when we go to layout and we look at position, we don't have sticky in that. We have static, absolute, relative, and fixed. So to add sticky, you just go to custom CSS and you add position as sticky, and the position like the top is 0 pixels. So when it moves to top, it automatically gets a sticky position. So let me check how it will look on the front page. View on the front page. Let me open it incognito. So there is no WP admin dashboard there. What? It's not working. It's not working. Okay, where did I add? In second menu, I added the custom CSS. Did I click on save? What's happening? I just added this to some other page in the morning itself. Okay, I will get on to that tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe the one thing I'm missing is the Z index. I think that's the point I've missed. Nope, that's not the case. Okay, I will do it properly tomorrow. Till then, let me know if you have any questions, and maybe I'm targeting something wrong. Okay, let me get rid of this. Also, let me get rid of the custom CSS. Maybe let's try for. Okay, guys, drop any comments that you have. Tomorrow, I will make this only this one sticky, and let's see how it goes. We definitely need some background color here. No background color. If we add background color, then this entire effect goes. Okay. I think that's it for today. We already have taken so much of extra time. So come back tomorrow. We will make the header sticky and add some content to it. So I think this was helpful. Is it so? I didn't know that. Let me check. Okay, I will check this ASAP. Uh, and tomorrow I will cover this one too. And thanks a lot for joining today. I'm going now. Have a great day. And thanks a lot for joining. Tomorrow is our last day, and after that, we will start working on the boot camp. And if you haven't already joined the boot camp, go and purchase the full boot camp. And if you have any friends, please let them know about the boot camp and ask them to join this as soon as they can. Also, we have a PayPal payment option right now. So if you are someone who is living in other countries, which does not, which, and you are not familiar with Recipe, please make the payment with what? Please make the payment with PayPal. Thanks a lot again. I'm dropping. So the bootcamp will be in the same place, but instead of it going live on Codenan channel, it will be privately listed. Only people who have enrolled for the bootcamp will receive the links. No, it will be on the YouTube channel, but it will be listed privately. I'm dropping the link where you can buy the full bootcamp. So head to that. So head to this website and come purchase the full bootcamp. Please do that. Till then, meet you tomorrow and have a great day. I'm ending the broadcast now. Where it is, where I'm bringing the traditional countdown timer. So it's coming.